In my experience with chronic pain, the hardest part about it as I look back was all the time that it took from me. And by that I mean it kept me from living the life that I wanted. Whether it was playing music or traveling or developing friendships and relationships. It got to the point where I spent no time on those things because my pain made them pretty much unbearable. And I also didn't know how to explain it to people. And even if I could, I didn't want to. And so the time that I would have given to those things dried up. As I've spoken to more and more people dealing with their own pain, I've sort of realized what a common phenomenon this is. People are retreating from their lives because of their condition. And it doesn't matter what kind of pain you have, whether it's migraines or back pain or shoulder pain or sciatica, letting pain dictate the paths of our lives is actually one of the biggest mistakes we can make on our road to recovery. So in this video, I want to share with you 2 mindset shifts that helped me to course correct and stop chronic pain from stealing that ultimate finite resource. So the first thing is understanding a simple fact and then truly internalizing this fact, which I admit can take kind of a while. Pain is not your enemy. It is not designed in any way to keep us from the things that we love. And I actually think it's kind of important to say that out loud, no matter how ridiculous it sounds, because sometimes it can feel like our condition is there to destroy our entire lives. But if you have pain when you're sitting down, that's not designed to keep you from going on a road trip. If you get migraines, that's not designed to keep you from seeing your friends or developing a relationship. But when my pain first started, I believed that I couldn't get back to my life until I cured myself. It was like this battle that I was supposed to win before resuming the life that I should have been living. And so I devoted myself to treatment. I've tried so many different treatments over the years that it would take me too long just to list them all for you here, let alone go into each one of them specifically. But if some of you have already discovered the mind-body approach to recovery, you probably know that our crusade against chronic pain actually has the opposite of the desired outcome. Pain feeds on the brain operating in a high alert state. You might know this as the pain-fear cycle, where some initial pain creates fear, and that fear in turn creates more pain, and so on. And the emotion that you're feeling, it could be fear, but it also could be anger or hatred. However it manifests, these are the kinds of emotions that provide the context for the brain to create pain signals. So before I could make any progress, I had to accept that pain is not an enemy that had to be fought. I had to stop fighting and surrender. And that leads us to the next mindset shift, which is sort of redefining ourselves. If pain has taken over our lives, we need to redefine ourselves as those incredible, complex human beings that deep down we still are. If we define ourselves as a pain sufferer, then the other parts of ourselves can and will slip away. Even if you say to yourself, like I did, well, I'll get back to hiking. I'll get back to traveling. I'll get back to dating. I'll get back to seeing my friends. You've already trapped your brain into thinking that it's in danger and that it needs to fight to escape. But by feeding all the parts of who we are, by giving our time to them actively, it's sort of like a mental diffusion. You're moving 100% of your focus on these small neural pathways defined by pain to all these other neural pathways defined by joy or meaning or human connection, which I would argue is actually your true self. Recently, I picked up a camera, the one I'm talking to right now, and started shooting short videos again, which is something that I loved to do when I was younger, before my pain started. And at first I was worried that carrying around a backpack full of gear, that my back wouldn't be able to take it, that it would constantly be causing some sort of flare-up. But here's the interesting part. The more time that I give to it, the more I reinforce that part of myself and the joy and the presence that comes along with it, the more I find I can honestly shoot all day and not have any thoughts of pain at all. So whatever you are, you still are. If you're an entrepreneur, don't let your business idea sit for 10 years. If you're a painter, dig your brush out of the drawer. Redefine yourself as these things and give your time to them, even if you can only give a little bit at first, because it's going to relieve the pressure that you feel to heal yourself, and you'll just start living again. So remember that pain is not your enemy, and you are more than someone who deals with chronic pain. And I really think that the more you lean into these mindset shifts, the more you might find that pain naturally steals your time less and less. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know in the comments how you used your time today. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.